Imagine if you had to walk around all day with your shoes untied, tripping over shoelace after shoelace. Face banged up, knees and elbows bruised. You'd look like a human punching bag. And your shoelaces would be playing the role of Muhammad Ali. Now I've been tying shoes for a while now, and I think I've got my technique down. It's never failed me, and I don't often find myself having to retie my shoes because they've come undone. I have a niece who's 5 years old and is just learning to tie her shoes. I didn't want to just teach her my technique, so instead I went online and found a few ways so that she could grasp the one that she latched onto quickest. I knew that at that moment she might pick one of those ways to tie her shoes, and that would be the way that she did it the rest of her life. Today I'm going to share some of those with you so that if you're having a little trouble in the shoe securing department, you can get that down, or if you have a younger family member at home, you can show them these techniques and maybe help them learn how to tie their own shoes. Now, to begin tying your shoes, you always need to cross the laces, pull through, and make a simple knot. For all three techniques that we're going to learn today, this is the first step. Now again, you want to cross the laces, make an X, pull it through into a simple knot. Now, the first technique that I'm going to show you today is my technique, and it starts with a simple knot and then making a loop with the left lace. Now, I'll hold that loop with my pointer finger and my thumb, take the right lace, loop it around the loop and my thumb, bringing the right lace through the loop made by going around your thumb, and you pull the two loops tight to make a nice bow. Now again, that starts with the simple knot, making a loop with the left lace, wrapping around the lace with the right lace, pulling it through the hole, and tying it down tightly. Now that's the way that I tie my shoes, and it's worked for me for a really long time, so I would suggest it. Now, another way that I looked up is called bunny ears, and it's called bunny ears because you make a loop with the left lace and a loop with the right lace, make an X with the loops, and bring one of the loops down through the hole and tie it tightly to make a bow. You basically do the same thing that you do when you begin the shoe, making the X and bringing it down and tying it tight down, but instead you make a loop and a loop, make an X, bring it around, and tie it down tightly to make a nice bow. The last way is a little trickier, but it also does start out with the regular X through the loop and pull down tightly. Now you want to put the left lace on your pointer finger, and then your thumb, and then down into your hand. The right lace, you want to go over your thumb first this time, and then your pointer finger. It should look like an N to you. On the camera it looks like a backwards N, but to me it looks like a regular N. You make a plus sign with your fingers, grab the laces, and pull them down tightly to make a bow. Now again, this is a little tricky, and it can be confusing, and I still mess it up whenever I do it sometimes. But again, you start out with the regular knot, you make the X, bring it down through, pull it down tight. You then take the left lace over your pointer finger, and then over your thumb, down into your hand. Then you put the right lace over your thumb first, then over your pointer finger, down into your hand, making the N. Put your fingers together to make a plus sign. Pinch the shoelaces and pull them tightly to make a bow. Those are the ways that I found and tried teaching to my niece. She ended up picking my way of tying shoes, but she thought that the last one was really cool. And I have to agree, it is pretty cool, but it is really tough. It's fast, but it takes a while to get it down, and it is really tricky. We went over my traditional style of tying shoes, the bunny ears technique, and the cooler trick style technique. Hopefully I clearly demonstrated these so that you can help out another youngster that needs to learn how to tie their shoes, or if you need a little bit of help in that department.